Yo guys, what's up? So today we are back in ARK. Now I'm showing you guys some cool aberration stuff such as the helmet skins. Right now you are looking at the fabulous Reaper Queen. One of the bosses, I think. Kind of like the mutated version of a Giga in Aberration. Now the helmet itself looks amazing. If you guys want this for yourself, go over and get the season pass for ARK. I actually just bought it because I've been a derp this entire time. And my buddy Syntag actually told me, hey dude, you can't have these helmets unless you got the season pass. So, thanks bud. You saved me. You saved my problems, but I have a bunch of stuff I want to show you guys in this video, along with the Bulldog skin. Now, this item itself, it's, again, a Season Pass item from Aberration. Now, this creature, you've probably seen it in the trailer and in a bunch of different gameplay. It's basically your saving grace. This creature is basically your saving grace on Aberration. I say that simply because the light on the tip of its head is going to keep the Nameless away from you. The Nameless are the horrible creatures that are going to burrow through the ground and try and eat your butthole, basically. It's a really bad time. It's a really, really bad time if you don't have a light source. So definitely keep one of these around. Now, guys, I do have my own ARK server. If you want to join, well, I will leave a link in the description and in the comment section of the video so you can come play with me and a bunch of other people that play on the server as well while we wait for Aberration, because Aberration was delayed by a couple weeks. Yeah, I really, really wanted it for this month, but I guess whatever, right? Now, I want to let you guys know that the footage you are about to see has no in-game audio. And I'm also going to blur the face cam in the top left-hand corner of the screen for privacy reasons. Not that there's much private at TwitchCon, but still, just in my own mind, it makes sense to blur because privacy and stuff. Now, the footage itself is taken from a content creator called Game With Me. They streamed the expansion because they were at TwitchCon, so I said, I want to show people this cool footage and stuff, so I'm giving full credit to Game With Me. You can check him out in the description of the video and go sub to him on Twitch or anything like that. From what I've heard, he's a pretty cool guy, and he makes some pretty cool stuff on ARK as well. He live streams it a lot, apparently, so go check him out after you're done with this video. But this is ARK Aberration. So now we are in ARK Aberration. As you can see, clearly, Aberration, bioluminescent biome. We are on a rock, well, we're not on a rock drake. People at TwitchCon are on a rock drake. Now, one thing that actually took me by surprise was the fact that this thing right here can go in water and not kick you off, but yet it is technically a flying creature. Well, no, it's actually more of a glider, I guess, but you guys get what I'm getting at with that whole statement. Now, the rock drake itself is a fairly strong creature. It's kind of like a wyvern mixed with like a Uteranus, in my mind at least. That's what this thing would be a combination of. One thing I wanted to point out as well is in the bottom right-hand corner, there actually, we just went invisible, nice, but in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see like a vial or something weird. Maybe that's like the power supply or something. I don't know. Now, I want to get on the topic of that thing going invisible real quick. It was confirmed by the devs currently that if you go invisible and you're being attacked by a creature, it will not do anything to help you. It's not going to do you any favors. Unfortunately, it won't help you out at all. PvP-wise, it will help you out. PvE-wise, well, it won't really do much for you. They might add it. I know it was a suggestion at TwitchCon, and, well, they might actually add this stuff. I'm really hoping they do. Now, you can also see, I want to point out the glowing on some of the creatures. You've probably already seen some of it, especially at night and in the dark. They have like little spots going up and down their bodies. Well, the idea behind that is to give them aberrant variance, basically meaning it's easier to see them. They need bioluminescence. 90% of this game is under caves, well, inside caves, under rock, in very dark areas. You need a way to be able to see these creatures. What better way to do that than to give them glowing spots? Basically the easiest way to do it. Now, you did see on the map a couple seconds ago, too, that there was a Reaper Queen, which you can actually go for it and try to kill it. They actually try to. I have all the footage of that, and, well, they try and kill it. You're not going to know until you see it what happens. You can see right there, that's a gas vein. You can actually collect that. That's a natural resource that comes on Aberration. What it does, I'm not entirely sure, but you can see these gas veins. You don't want to breathe it in because it gives you a gas burst, applies damage over time, and it will also suffocate you because you can't breathe in that gas. It will suffocate you like you are underwater. Unfortunately or fortunately, you shouldn't breathe in random gases anyways. You shouldn't breathe in anything that's not natural or not air related. Well, everything's going off topic. We're not that was a stupid argument I made. Yeah, if you guys know what those things actually are used for, like, you know, harvesting the natural gas, let me know in the comments section below. Now, you see the tech sleeping pod right there. Later on in this video, there's footage of that as well, and what it does. Jat himself actually explains what it's for. It's a new piece of tech stuff. Looks really cool. I did look down through the engrams. I didn't see anything new, but I might have missed something, so let me know in the comments section if you yourself saw anything different. And unfortunately, they do look for the engrams for Aberration, but they do not see anything. The devs have all engrams for Aberration currently disabled. I guess it's more of keep the secrecy and let people find out about the new weapons. And I was really hoping too, because we have like that radioactive ray gun or whatever. If you guys saw that in the trailer, it looks freaking so cool, and I wanted to use it and I wanted to see it, but unfortunately, well, we don't get to see that stuff yet. We're not really special enough to see that kind of thing, which kind of really sucks actually. I was hoping that'll be one of the things. Now you can see the armor values too. I think this right here actually is where they started looking for the hoobity-waddy stuff. The Aberration, there we go, the engrams for that. And they have more points than they need to get whatever they want. But unfortunately, the engrams just are not there. You can see the icon for it, but otherwise, it's not really much you can do. You can see gliding here. I think right here they wanted to get to the top of the map. People at TwitchCon were trying to get outside of the map and get on the surface, because on the surface, actually you can see right there, I want to make a point with that too, but actually on the surface, if you are up there and the sun is out, you take damage over time, and any structures you put up there, it'll also take damage. Eventually it will be destroyed. Even top tier like tech buildings will get destroyed after some time. They haven't worked out the numbers yet, but that's a thing. So you can't even build and be safe above ground. And obviously we have climbing, which is also a really cool mechanic. It makes me think of that one level in Call of Duty where you have to climb up a ice rock face. It was one of my favorite experiences of all time in a game. It was so cool. Now, what he did before was he was on his rock drake and it was gliding, whatever. He jumps off and he starts gliding down off of it. Now, you can shoot while gliding, so imagine this. You take your fancy little rock drake, you're gliding through the air towards someone's base, and, well, you don't want your rock drake too close to it, so you divert it to the right a little bit, and then you yourself jump off. Your rock drake glides down to the ground safely away from the place you're going to attack, and then you glide towards it with your gun out or tech rifle, and you start shooting at the targets that are there, effectively ambushing them from the sky while you're gliding down. That's an actual thing you can do. You can actually do that crap. Now, I think right here, they're still trying to track down the Reaper Queen. She was actually very well hidden, but he wanted to respawn to get some more stuff. So, what better way to respawn than to get killed by giant crab monsters that can snap you in half? Well, they can't actually snap you in half in ARK, but they can pound you against the ground and really do some nasty things to you. Really bad things. You can see him right here, actually. He used the wingsuit, went down, took damage because he went too fast. And these things are the giant crab things that everyone's been freaking out about. They jump super high. They can grab you with both claws. They can smash you around. He died really fast because they kill you really, really fast. And then you have this cute, adorable, I am totally being sarcastic right now, creature. This is one of the things that you're going to need around you in order to stay away from the Nameless. And you can put them on your shoulder too, which is pretty convenient. Kind of like a torch that you don't have to hold in your hand, because I hate ARK's torch system. But yeah, you need one of those. You definitely do. Now, I left this in here because you can see the armor values of the hazmat gear, and it's all very, very powerful stuff. It's subject to change, obviously. They might have only given it 150 armor just for TwitchCon, so people would have a little bit of an easier time, because Aberration is going to be very hard to survive with earthquakes, giant mutated creatures, the sun even trying to kill you. You can imagine, you need some really strong armor, and, well, that's self-explanatory why you would need that. I'm not sure. I think he was looking for a glider here, and the glider itself wasn't in any of the storage box. I'm not sure where they found it, but I don't think I stuck around to find out anyway. It's just because of the fact that it's a lot of boxes. Now, I did want to see what was there, but either way, moving into grappling, because who doesn't like to grapple and and repel and zipline and all that stuff. I think I meant to say ziplining at the beginning of that, but either way, you can see this was actually in the trailer. This is one of the things that everyone was looking forward to in the trailer. It doesn't look like it's changed much since the trailer itself was released and shown off, but it's still a cool mechanic. And then this is the giant crab, and it actually has its name, Krakenus or something like that. Yeah, KARKINOS, whatever. Oh man, I need to look. You get the idea. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about it. Like, it has 2 claws. It's giant. It can jump really high. Actually, I think Jat later on explains that it can jump very, very high. It can actually lunge like that too and do an ambush attack. But the cool thing about this is to use it, you have your right click and your left click. Right click is for the right claw. Left click is for the left foot. No, left claw. And if you hold in on the buttons, you grab things and you hold on to them. As you can see, you could have a aberrant turtle, and then there's a stego here that's glowing too. Aberrant stego. You hold on both mouse buttons when you attack them, and well, now you can just constantly smash them into the ground and do whatever you want, because, well, at the end of the day, when you have claws that big, there's not much that can say no and stop you. Maybe radical feminism, but I mean, that's about all you can do. Stop it. And well, no, I'm gonna keep on smashing. You know, you can't grab the trike. Actually, I love how the trike's crest is glowing in this. That looks really, really cool. And its body too. Look at that going right down its back. That actually looks really, really good. But yeah, he can't actually grab the trike because it's just too heavy of a creature. Now, right here, they tried to land on that branch because if you could get through all those trees, you would end up at the boss, which was the Reaper Queen. But unfortunately, they missed it, and they end up going into a bunch of other very angry and upset crabs. He got off there so it wouldn't take fall damage in case the water wasn't deep enough, but in the process, got off his only mode of protection. Now, he got back on, but unfortunately, crabs don't care if you're on a mount or not. At the end of the day, they have claws, and well, they can do this to you. They can pluck you off. When they pluck you off, bad times ahead. Yep, he's inside the crowd. It's just going to crush him and smash him against the ground and drown him at the same time. That's probably the worst way you could possibly ever die on ARK. Now, the next clip I'm going to show you will have commentary from both people featured in the video. However, I will not have the face cam enabled still. It will be blurred. This is part in part because it is Jat that is in the video. Now, I actually like Jat a lot. He's one of the wildcard developers that's been working on ARK for a very long time, maybe even since the start. I don't really follow the guy that closely. I'm not that much of a creep, but I do know that he's a very likable guy, and he does a lot of amazing work on this game that we all know and love. Now, I'm going to leave a link to his Twitter in the description of the video. You guys can check him out. Give him a follow. Say hi from me or something, because, well, hi, Jet. How you doing? Hi. I've actually spoken to him before. He's a really chill guy, really laid back, but he knows how to get his nose down to the grindstone and get work done when he needs to get done. He actually does a lot of the stuff for ARK that involves servers and stuff too, from what I understand, and helping out with getting the word along to the right people and a bunch of different stuff. So I'm going to let his commentary really overtake mine and let him explain the game and some other stuff in this video. So, guys, as always, if you do enjoy ARK, again, leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't, because I'm going to be covering the crap out of Aberration. Just you wait and see. It's going to be cool. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of the video.
This is pretty cool. This is a, oh, hang on. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is a new tech item. Like, there's, so I've read this, like, Google document of things I want to talk about, and there's some things it's like, oh, I got to be careful what I reveal, because we want to save it for later on stuff. This is a tech, it's like a new tech bed, right? It's a sleeping pod, and basically what it does is when you sleep inside of it, it protects your character. You can still use like a regular bed, fast travel, like that, but when you decide to sleep in it, it protects your character from elements attacking and stuff like that. They'd ask you to destroy the pod to get to you. It also rejuvenates your character, so you know, if you're hungry, you have high torpor, things like that. It will reduce that for you and keep you healthy. And another thing is, if you actually log off whilst you're in the bed, when you log back on, you'll get an EXP bonus.
So how do I sleep in the bed? Like, I can fast travel.
Let's see.
But
oh, you gotta learn the engram to do it.
So you have to learn the engram, right? Okay.
And I don't think the engram's set up yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we set it up there. So,
yeah, that's awesome. So you could basically build like a cruddy little shack.
Yeah, and then put this in, and you're pretty like you're not like invincible, but you know you've got a good chance of like withstanding from PvP attacks.
I like
and
that.
It adds more to like the tech environment, you know, like sleeping chambers and
yeah.
very
I like
alien.
That. Okay.
That's just one of our artifacts. The different decorations, the lighting.
Okay. I like the build around the tree. Crafty.
This was actually built without Structures Plus, so the
okay, so there's kind of like a view of that. So that'll close over top.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it animated too?
I don't think it's set up yet, but I think that's where it's playing out.
Okay. So I like that. I like the what you guys do with the tech table.
Yeah.
It just kind of like spins around. Oh yeah.
We have a pretty good art team, and they always love doing fun stuff like that. So it's very likely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Grab gear before adventure. We got gear ready. They need to go. Right up there. Okay.
You can climb up it.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I'm going up. And you can climb on buildings too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You see the red? It's not letting you leap over it. There's blue.
There we go.
There you go. Bam.
Okay. Got the zip line. Okay, that goes back.
That takes you back to the beginning.
Right.
So you don't need to go there. And then you can head down. You can walk down this way. You can glide.
Glide. Oh yeah. Oh.
That is so cool. Like just run around gliding.
Oh, that was close. Okay. What is that?
That is a crab. Everyone always asks for a crab. I think like once a month there was a post on Reddit like, hey, when are you guys adding in a giant crab? We finally have the giant crab.
Oh my god.
Its name is the Krakenus. It can be tamed. It can support up to, it can be ridden and can support carrying 2 players, 1 in each claw. So if you saw the trailer, we actually had it like grab 2 guys and slam them onto the ground.
Yeah.
The pincers can grab, smash, grab and smash, grab and throw. So it's pretty cool, and you can find it in every biome other than the surface. If it was on the surface, it would get cooked. Oh yeah, and they leap pretty damn high. Like, so this is something we're wondering about. I was like, do we want a leap like that? You know, it's a pretty big leap. But then we wanted to put in the demo to see what people think of it. It's like whether it's something that they think we should do. What does chat think? Does chat think we should have a leap like that on the crab?
Yeah, I think keep it. I think keep the leap. I love it.
Like, I remember when we were getting the demo ready and we were playing, and then typically we don't like give the QA guys like the build in advance, or we give it when it's ready for them.
Yeah.
And then they weren't aware of the leap, and then they were like just screaming. This giant crab just jumped up at them, and it was hilarious.
So I saw someone ask, is it breedable? Like, can you breed these?
Still TBA. We're still working out all the balancing with what we're gonna do with the creatures. Like, I mean, whether we do it or not, it's if you're going to be possible like through modding and stuff like that. We're still figuring out. We may end up doing it, but the numbers aren't just in yet, and then we don't know. And once we decide the numbers, then we can kind of determine, is this something we want breedable?
Right.
Because if we make this like super powerful crab, and then it's like,
it's true.
You know, if we breed it, it's pretty scary. But then again, like little baby crabs with long legs are kind of cute.
I saw an aimer when I jumped there. How does that work? Like, I like the glow on.
Yeah. I think on the parasaur, the glow looks pretty cool as well. And so the iguana.
Oh my god, what the hell?
That is a Nameless. So Nameless is based off I think they were known as chupacabras. That's where we got the idea from there. They're like vicious creatures, and they're very small, and they're very aggressive, and they can be pretty tough, right? When one Nameless spawns, it becomes the alpha Nameless, and then over time it will spawn more grunts to help it fight.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
the little
you see
guys
all the little
too.
Nameless, yeah. And after a while, when you have a full pack of Nameless, the Reaper King spawns, which is like a more powerful form of the Nameless.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not as powerful as Queen, but it's pretty tough. And then and it's not just over time. So if there are like Nameless wandering around in an area where they're all near each other,
right?
They'll count as part of the same pack, for instance. All right. So after like 10 grunts or so, then you'll see the Reaper King. They actually take they have pretty decent resistance considering their size and their level, I think.
Yeah.
And if you use charge to fight them, then their resistance significantly is reduced. And it's like the best weapon to fighting these kind of creatures. Charge is a new mechanic we've introduced to the game, and it impacts the creatures and environments in different ways. There are some creatures who may benefit of charge, some creatures who are weakened by it. It's the key thing you need in this map to kind of survive, travel. If you're going to fight the Reaper Queen, for instance, you really want to make sure you have charge, otherwise, like, the battle is so much more intense. Yeah, charge will help. And even with charge, it's still a fight. It's still a hard battle. But.
So how do you do that? How do you?
So charge, you can collect it throughout the map. There's like nodes spread around, similar to the gas collector, and then you can use machines to kind of collect it from there. And then there are some animals that are around that have charge. So like there's the glow bugs that have charge, and like you can get pets that have charge as well. But their charge is used for their abilities. So, for instance, if you tame a bulb dog, which is what was the pug-looking creature we saw in the trailer. It has a little light on its head, and that light is charge. So when that creature is with you and you're fighting the Nameless, for instance, the charge from the bulb will help you fight it. Yeah, this is the queen.
That's the queen?
Yeah. Can you see? It's currently like impacted by the charge. You see that orange glow it had around it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, mistakes were made.
Trying to get away.
Mistakes were made. I'm just.
You can try fighting it.
Hold on, let's see if I'm fooling her. She doesn't know. She can't see. I'm gonna go this way. Nope, she sees me.
The queen is very powerful. It has a lot of unique abilities, unlike other creatures we've had in the game so far, and it can hit it heavy. It can hit you really heavy. So right now it's not affected by the charge. Now it is. You see the yellow, the greenish yellow
so
smoke.
You want to get away.
That's when you want to fight it. When it's affected by that.
When it's affected by it.
Yeah, when it's affected, when it has that yellow smoke, that's when you want to fight it.
So you need to keep her near the
you want to keep it near this, because this is a charge node. And that's why you want to carry like maybe lantern pets around with you, or have charge batteries so you can have like portable charge.
We're getting out of there.
Like half health you in a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
she'll probably bury back under the ground.
If you could use that bed, you could have like a hut over here. You could fight her, and if you get damaged and stuff, go back to the bed. And
that's where you play a character.
Yeah.
Those beds won't heal your dinos up.
No.
Yeah.
And there's nothing. I guess you just have to force feed them, but I'm sure you could work something out for a strategy and use the bed.
Yeah. I mean, we probably expect players to tackle this as a small group, and then they bring a couple of dinos with them.
Right.
I mean, it's even soloable. You just need to be prepared to do it.
And that is everything that I could track down for Aberration. Now, I do know there are currently streams happening with people playing the game in the demo. The demo only has so much of the game available, but the bioluminescent area is absolutely gorgeous. I think this expansion is going to be the benchmark for ARK. They said publicly it is their best work yet, and they do pretty good stuff anyways. I hate your AI, Wildcard. I absolutely hate your AI with a passion. I can't bring around a pack of more than 4 dinosaurs through a forest without them all getting stuck and derping out. Otherwise, you do a pretty good job, though. Hats off to you on that. Fix my hyenodons. I want to be able to bring my pack around and not have to worry about losing one of them and then spending 15 minutes trying to get them back to my base. But either way, guys, Aberration is shaping up to be a pretty cool game. Well, DLC, not game on its own. You get the idea. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Hopefully, I will see you on my ARK server. And, well, if not, I guess I'll see you in the next video.